Hello and welcome to AC1160 Advanced Accounting Fundamentals. This will be the second class within the accounting series, so you should have taken AC1110 before this class. Remember that if you have any questions as to whether you have passed AC1110, you really want to take that into consideration and look into that as soon as possible, because if you have not passed AC1110, you will most likely be put back into that class before moving forward to this class. Sometimes it can take a little bit of time before the registrar has done that. So make sure to get that set up, because you don't want to lose time in the first week. So you want to get off to as good a start as you can in whatever class that you are in, because we are obviously in an accelerated platform and these classes go by very fast. So make sure that that is set up for the first part. The setup of this class will be much the same as 1110, so there will be a lot less work in terms of just learning the format of the class, hopefully. And so we have the contact information here with the email address, the phone number. Also, I'm including a web address here, so if you wanted to check out this website, it's basically just where I'm housing a lot of the instructional videos. So if you have any issues with the hyperlinks to some of the instructional videos, or if you want to take a look at some of the other classes, then you can go to this website and see where you may be going in the future for a few classes. Not everything is on here, I also highly recommend going back. So if you look at this, we are in Advanced Accounting Fundamentals. So if you click on Advanced Accounting Fundamentals, this will basically give you all the information, all the resources in terms of videos that we'll be going into. So if you wanted to just go through here and look at them straight through, you can do that. So if you clicked on any of these, it would take you to the presentations. I also recommend going back to basically the accounting core concepts and the accounting fundamentals classes and revisiting those areas, because really no one really leaves Accounting 100 fully grasping the accounting concepts. Chapters 1 through 4 are the entire accounting cycle. So you want to go back to these as much as possible. I'd go back to, the Why Learn Accounting and the building blocks and keep watching those over and over and just test yourself and see if your understanding of those core concepts that will keep bouncing back to are down pat if you have those. And we will be using Connect again, so we should have the Connect set up at this time, so it should be a lot easier to log in there. So the McGraw-Hill Connect is over here. Remember, Connect is the program, McGraw-Hill is the publisher, so this is can be termed Connect, or McGraw-Hill is properly termed Connect by McGraw-Hill. So you want to make sure to get this set up. Once you do so, you'll have this screen. It will look very familiar to Accounting 100. The setup of it will be very familiar to Accounting 100. If you have any problems getting into this, then please let me know as soon as possible. Going back up to Moodle Rooms, we also have the same office hours, so these are not mandatory, but they are a good resource. It's at Mondays at 6 p.m. and this will be the phone number. It's a different phone number than my phone number because it's a conference call line. If you don't have to go to this, it is an office hour, so if you can't make that time or don't choose to go at that time, that is okay. We can set up other times as well, so if you wanted to contact me with phone or web, then we could set up another time. Using this type of link is really helpful to use. I mean, we could work through problems together doing this by sharing the screen and really be able to work through problems. So if you have some problems that you want to look through, it is really helpful to do this by screen share. So I would use that. It's also really used in business a lot. Also, if you have been contacting Amanda Edwards for tutoring time, I do believe that she is still available for AC1160 as well. So if you wanted to email her, you could do that as well. You want to look at the syllabi here. So if you open up the syllabi, you'll have the contact information again, the course descriptions. We're going to move on basically to the accounting fundamentals, financial accounting, and just move on from Accounting 1110 and go forward. There is a prerequisite of AC 1110. So again, make sure that you have passed that class. If you haven't, then you just take AC 1110 again before you move forward, but it can take some time for the registrar to make that adjustment, and you might want to be proactive on that. In that case, make sure that you don't waste any time on the beginning of the week. Here are the learning objectives. The instructional materials, we will be using the ebook, of course, the same format, and you've got your resources. I'll let you go through the topics. Do want to point out once again that the strategy I would attack all your classes with is that you want to get 100% of this discussion forum posts because they're 21% of the grade, which is huge, and you have the most control in them. You basically just need to participate to pick those points up. So I would make sure to get 100% there, and I would make sure to pick up as many of the assignments and homeworks as possible. I know that these are longer type of problems, but given the resources there, you should be able to pick up a lot of the points just by using those resources and taking advantage of those. So do not get zeros on these. Do as much as possible and try to get as full credit as possible on those. And then you go into the quizzes with as much a cushion as possible. Remember, the quizzes, midterm, and final were 33%. That is substantial, but since you have less control over those, you want to go into those with as big a cushion as possible by getting full credit on the discussion forums and as much of the points as possible on the assignments and the homework. These things should be bringing your grade up, not the thing that brings your grade down. So that's how I would approach any of your classes you'll be taking here at Charter. And so then you got the homework grid, you've got the welcome letter that you can take a look at, you've got your course announcements, which will look familiar, you've got your study buddy information. If you want to contact other individuals within the class, you can go to participates and contact them and get together and talk about accounting, which is a great time. And then you can go to the Connect answer key and work. Make sure to use the resources within Connect. Hopefully we're getting used to those now, but you want to watch the videos on those and make sure that you're using those resources for those longer problems. Core accounting concepts. Again, I would go back to the prior website and look at the core accounting concepts. Those are the core concepts that we'll move forward on. So right now we're going to start drilling down on certain types of accounts and get more into the kind of the weeds of certain accounts and problems with those particular accounts, but that's always going to be in the framework of the accounting cycles, which is really chapters 1 through 4. So you really want to keep going back and getting those concepts down. Videos and audio, if there's a problem with that, and you want to log in to Connect, and everybody should have that. So I'm going to go back up to the cookie trail up top. And let's see what else we have. This is your instructor virtual office, and you've got the introductions. Make sure to go into the introductions and give your day 1 introductions here. Here's my day 1 introduction, and you can post to that. Going to scroll back over here and see what else we have. That's basically going to be it for the intro to the accounting class. So welcome to AC1160 and have a great mod.